Good evening, Lake Orion, Michigan. Thank you so much for joining us here today. I'm your host, Ian Witherspoon, and I am Between Taorminas. Well, yes, indeed. Quite the week we've had around here in Lake Orion and Metro Detroit. Great sports week, hey, boys?
Oh, yeah.
You
State
know?
championship in track and field.
Sure.
You know?
Baseball's rolling.
Baseball's their own. Softball's sadly out.
Softball's out. That's too bad.
Yeah.
You know, Tigers, well, we'll talk about it. Well, we got a lot to talk about. So you just want to dive right in?
Yeah, let's dive right in.
All right. Let's talk Tigers.
I said this to you. I had a bad feel. I mean, doesn't this remind you a lot of 2008?
Oh, I know. It does.
Doesn't this remind you a lot of 2008 when the Tigers struggled down the stretch? But then again, Tigers had a good season until the fall apart, collapse.
Yeah.
But-
And, got any words about this season so far? What's in
Concerned.
your mind? You're concerned?
Concern
Yeah?
went up big.
Yeah.
They
Really?
lost another series to Cleveland.
Right.
They play Cincinnati, the Reds.
Who
tonight.
are first in their division, the NL Central.
Yep.
Guys, I don't know.
What can you do? I don't know.
You know, all right. Well, let's look at it on paper
But-
here. Yeah.
I did talk to a good friend of mine,
All right,
Mr.
who's-
Glenn Miller.
Glenn Miller.
Mm-hmm.
Glenn Miller, wasn't he, never mind, go ahead.
No. But Glenn predicts that the Tigers will bounce back and will win the AL Central.
Well, yeah.
You got to make up 6 games on Chicago, and then, of course, got to catch Cleveland.
Yeah.
You're saying it's not doable?
Cleveland hasn't played a lot of games on the road yet. They got a real brutal series this weekend against St. Louis. Chicago, they got to play lowly Houston.
Yeah. At home.
At home. So Kyle Harris is going to be going like, stretch, you can put on the body, yes, every time.
I wish they would have just banned him from baseball.
Well, he did get reprimanded.
Yeah,
once.
I know. I wish they would have banned him forever.
They won't ban him.
But
For life.
it's still, I mean, you know, the
Rosie.
Tigers is still going to be a tough series for the Tigers, especially they got to get their pitching together.
Yep.
They got to get their batting together. They got to get everything together. That rests on Jim Leland.
Well, I think we're going to address the man
I'll
behind the
address
mustache
Jim
a little
Leland
later.
on.
Let's look at it, though, real quick, guys. Porcello tonight. The JV tomorrow.
Yep.
Smiley in primetime on ESPN.
That'll be really interesting.
That'll be very
especially-
interesting.
Well, if you look at it with this section, I think that the hitting's got to get Tigers. They're built for this for National League opponents because, because they don't use the DH that much. You know what I mean? They
Well, they haven't been getting anything.
haven't been getting
from their
anything
DH.
from their DH either. But I think if you look at it, Victor Martinez not playing has really been hurting this team.
Yeah.
I would look at the pitcher getting to bat. So we're going to find out, can Porcello bat, can JV
Porcello
bat,
can hit.
Porcello actually can hit.
Yeah.
and can
For a
Smiley
pitcher.
hit.
We'll see about that. Typically, the Tigers have fared really well against National League opponents since 2006. Last year, they kind of stumbled a little bit. But you guys, okay, who do they have here? They got Cincy. They got Pittsburgh again. They got
Chicago.
the Cubs. They got the Cardinals.
Yep.
They got the Rockies. A lot of interesting matchups. What do you think this year about interleague play?
Well, I like it because, the Tigers are going to Wrigley. They're playing the Cubs. Cincinnati's an interesting matchup.
Yep.
They got St. Louis, Colorado at Comerica, and then they got Pittsburgh on the road. But I think if the Tigers can take at least, I think they could take all those series because because I feel like St. Louis and Cincinnati are going to be tough. But I think they have a great chance to take the Chicago series. They have a great chance to take the Colorado series. They got a great chance to take the Pittsburgh series again.
Yeah.
But you know how the Tigers have done against opponents that have struggled. Look at Minnesota.
Yeah. They swept them in Minnesota, but
Right.
when they came to our place, they swept us.
Right.
So that's a good point. But
They
you
got
know
to get
what?
their division record addressed.
Yeah, well, from here on out, you got to just ask, win series. Win series, right?
Yeah,
win-
I mean, that's what the Tigers did last year. Was they won the they won series after series after series.
Right.
That's what got them to win the division again.
Yep.
That fifth hitter's a problem too. If you look at it, because protecting Prince, I mean, got Victor Martinez who's out. You know, he might be back in September, but I think if you look at it, I
Here
think
you go, blasting Delmon Young again.
All right, I got an idea for you guys. Shake up the batting order a little bit. With the lineup we have right now, Jackson's gone, Dirk's gone.
Jackson will probably be back this series, maybe.
Maybe. He went 0 for 4 last night in Toledo. He's got another rehab start tonight. But I
Barry's
digress.
been doing great.
Timeout. Ready? Quentin Berry, number 1. Delmon Young, 2. Cabrera, Fielder. Peralta, 5. Bosch, whoever, 6. How do you feel about that?
Remember when Austin Jackson comes back? I mean,
Yeah.
like,
But
you know,
right now, because we don't have Austin Jackson,
well,
something has to happen, right? And remember Delmon batting in front of Cabrera last year? Mm-hmm. It's when he caught fire.
Yep.
Why not try it now? Nothing else is working.
yeah, maybe you can try it right now. I think it'd be a good idea for Jim Leland to ask him.
Peralta's been getting hot. Put him behind Fielder at the 5.
Yeah, I mean, like, if you look at it with this perspective, I mean, like, Jim Leland, you know, if you're struggling, you got to do it. You know, you got to try to do it. I think if you look at it in this view here, I think if whatever works, works. You know what I mean? Like, I think Bosch needs to go down the order, but I'm just waiting when Austin Jackson comes back and what happens
Dirks.
with Quentin Berry.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think Quentin Berry's going to play left field.
I think he's
he
got to
will.
play right.
You think he'll play right?
I don't know. Dirk's kind of got a cannon. Maybe he should play right.
Yeah, but I also think, but who are you going to put at left?
Either Dirks or Berry.
I put Berry at left and I put Dirks at right.
Dirks and right, huh?
Makes a lot of
Interesting.
sense.
All right. What do you think about that one?
Here's how I look at it. They got to do something.
Yeah.
They don't do something.
Quentin Berry should stay, though, right? He's earned that right.
Oh,
huh?
yeah, he deserves to
Yeah.
stay. There's no doubt about that.
He's your number 2 guy when you come back.
When Jackson.
When
Number
Jackson
2 batter,
comes back,
huh?
yeah.
That'll be interesting.
Why not put Barry number 1 even when Jackson comes back?
Jackson's hitting 330. He's doing a really good job this year.
Yeah.
All right, real quickly, we got a week of matchups here. Cincy and Chicago, and then we'll be back. What do you want to see this week? Take 2 series? Just take 2 series?
Tigers can win 2 or 3 from Cincy, and that they can sweep the Cubs.
Really? It'd be
Yes.
great. And what do you want?
Bounce back, make sure the White Sox and Indians lose, and the Tigers got to win.
It's pretty simple. I like it.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. Hey, when we come back, we're going to talk a couple different playoff matchups here on Between Taorminas.
3 students were in the hospital this past weekend.
2 honor roll students were hospitalized last night.
5 local students lost their college scholarships last night.
Another local high school student has passed away.
Another 3 dead.
Claimed the life of another local teenager.
The cause?
Alcohol.
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 I don't want to be another number.
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 I don't want to be another number. I don't want to be just another number.
Prescription drug abuse is a national epidemic. The new in way to obtain drugs is through parents' or grandparents' medicine chests. Removing prescriptions from your cabinet is the best way to keep drugs out of the hands of our young people. We've got to work together to protect our teens, our seniors, and our environment. Clean out your medicine cabinet today. Please participate in Operation Medicine Cabinet and drop off your unwanted or expired prescriptions at one of our law enforcement drop-off sites in Oakland County. We can't ignore this situation anymore.
Welcome back to Between Taorminas. Thank you so much for joining us. Orion Neighborhood Television, broadcasting from the beautiful studios of
ONTV.
Right. Hey, listen, guys. The playoffs are starting to get good in basketball. The NBA playoffs. Spurs are out. OKC sits and waits, and we have a Game 7. Who would have thought? Boston takes Miami to Game 7 after...
No, Miami took Boston to Game 7.
After going up 2-0, though.
Yeah.
Miami was up 2-0.
2-0, yeah.
So Boston came back Oh, well, whatever. Either way, it was,
we
a,
know
back,
he's
it was a
crying.
back and forth series.
We know he's crying already because San Antonio lost to OKC.
Well, he loves Tony Parker.
Yeah.
So,
The NBA Finals is still. I think this is interesting. The NBA Finals. I mean, I said it a couple weeks ago. I said it was gonna be Oklahoma City and Boston. I still think it's gonna be Oklahoma City and Boston because, I know a lot of people said Miami won it because they had to rely on one player, LaQueen James, scoring 45 points just to force a Game 7.
Yeah.
I think if you look at it, I think Boston is going to win in South Beach.
Okay.
You think so?
Yes.
What do you got, Ant?
Right now, you got to give credit to where credit's due. I don't like Miami. I don't like LeBron James, especially for his comments, what he said about those with people with developmental disabilities. I don't like how Miami formed their big three.
Right.
But you got to give them credit to where credit is due. LeBron especially bounced back from, he was going to get blasted if Miami lost.
He might still get blasted, lose Game 7.
He could, but if you look at Miami's going back home against Boston, though Boston has the experience of playing in a Game 7 in a hostile environment. But if you look at it, Miami's got the advantage right now. The momentum is back in their favor. And I do think Miami will win Game 7, and it will be Oklahoma City, Miami.
I think it'll be Oklahoma City, Boston.
I think the NBA wants to hype up the new blood, which is Oklahoma City right now.
Right.
Because Oklahoma City has got a nice blend of youth and experience.
Yep. That being said, does anyone think Oklahoma City is going to lose?
No, they won't lose. If you look at it, OKC got Westbrook, Durant, Harden, got Fisher, Fisher comes off the bench. He'll give you points. Perkins, of course. You got good rebounding there. I think Oklahoma City, they got everything they want.
Right. What do you got? Who do you got?
Oklahoma City's got the depth. They've got the stars. The nice thing about it, their their core three players, all under 23 years old.
Yep. It's wild.
If you look at if it's Miami, then it'll be a matchup between the Miami's big three against Oklahoma City's depth and
firepower.
It could be. And if it's Boston and Oklahoma City, you look at Kendrick Perkins. He used to play for Boston.
You're right. Got traded.
Then got traded to Oklahoma City. Also, Derek Fisher had his moments against Boston as well.
Very true. When he was a Laker.
Yep.
All right, transitioning a little bit to the NHL.
Oh, yeah.
What the heck?
The series is still over.
Yeah. I mean,
the series is still over.
Do the Kings clinch in New
Yes,
Jersey?
they do. Yes, they do because
in front of the road fans.
Yes, Los Angeles is 10-0. They've done very well.
10-0 what?
10-0 on the road this season in the playoffs.
Right.
I think LA is going to do some damage tonight. I mean, they're going to shut up that Jersey hostile crowd. If Jersey wins tonight, we got a series heading to Staples.
Yeah. I don't think there's any way, though, that New Jersey gets out of this one.
I'm going to go to a cemetery and bury the New Jersey Devils.
What about Martin Brodeur's career? You burying that, too?
No.
He's still coming back.
I think he comes back another year.
40-year-old lives on.
Yes.
Yeah, he's at the top of his game. If miraculously the Devils win this series, is Brodeur out? No. Still coming back for more?
Yes.
Okay.
I think he retires if New Jersey does come back and win the series.
And it'd be
ends his career
one
on
heck
a
of a
good
comeback, huh?
Yes, it would.
Down 3-0.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It could happen. Stranger things have happened.
Either way, win or lose, New Jersey's getting broken up. Zach Parise will be wearing the wing wheel soon.
No, he'll be a Dallas Star.
Nah, he's not wearing a Dallas Star.
Yeah, he will.
Nah, he's going to wear the wing wheel.
He will be.
I don't know. Either way, Colorado's got nothing.
Colorado's going to be good next year. You just
I think
watch.
they actually are. They got a lot of young talent on that team.
Yeah, they do. Yes, they do.
They've built
Colorado's
it up.
Colorado's going to be in the playoffs next year, I guarantee it.
Oh, I can see that for sure. I don't think Dallas will be, but
No, Dallas will be.
nah, I don't know. All right, any final words on you want to touch on any playoff matchup we talked about here today?
Rest in peace, Spurs.
Okay, good enough for me. What about you?
I have nothing to say.
You have nothing to say?
Nope.
Anthony's silenced. Seems he's taking the Spur loss a little hard. All right, when we come back, we're going to touch on some great community sports. Great job by our teams here locally. And some interesting call-outs. Stay tuned.
3 students were in the hospital this past weekend.
2 honor roll students were hospitalized last night.
5 local students lost their college scholarships last night.
Another local high school student has passed away.
Another 3 dead.
Claimed the life of another local teenager.
The cause?
Alcohol.
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 I don't want to be another number.
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 I don't want to be another number. I don't want to be just another number.
Please remember that CFL bulbs, you know, those curly, energy-efficient light bulbs everybody is using to save electricity, shouldn't be thrown away in your trash. Neither should batteries or home medical sharps. You can check with your local community to see where they can be recycled. Some retailers will allow you to bring them in for recycling. You can also order simple kits online that allow you to collect your recyclables and simply mail them away to be properly recycled. This green tip was brought to you by your friends at Waste Management.
Here we are, back for round 3.
Of course, a great day happened on Saturday over at East Kentwood. The Dragons, of course, are state champions in track and field. Of course, they were trailing Grand Blanc and Milford by, respectively, by a total of 5 points. And, of course, they overcame that and won the 4x4
One
relay.
heck of a 4x4, huh?
Crazy. And, of course, we had to wait a while until the results from the pole vault came in, but they've got their state championship. You know, first time, and it couldn't have happened to a nicer man.
God bless Stanford,
It could not happen to a nicer man, a nicer team, a nice coaching staff. It's amazing, you know. Coach Ford coaches that team for the right reasons. He coaches them for the kids.
Yeah.
He really loves his job. He really loves coaching those kids, and the kids love coaching him. And us three are good examples. We love Coach Ford.
Absolutely.
And to see him win a state championship, to see Coach Hatch win a state championship, see all the other coaches win a state championship, it is refreshing. It's an awesome feeling.
Yep.
To see him get what he deserves, which is a state championship.
First state championship in program history, and as we were talking about earlier, potential for more next year, the year after. You know, you don't want to get ahead of yourselves.
You don't want to get ahead of ourselves, but you know, next year.
You look at that team; they're young.
They're young.
Very
they're
young.
going to be good, though. I think they're going to be. I think they could make another run again. I think they could repeat next year. Problem is, you got to deal with Celine. You know what I mean? I don't know what the league is going to be, because I think if there's one team in that league that's going to could give Orion problems, is Clarkston, because Clarkston had an improved year, but when they ran in Lake Orion, Dragons blew them out. You know what I mean?
Well, you look at it like this. You look at the kids that are coming up, we both know from experience, you know, it's up to them whether or not they want to get up to the state championship or not. It's not, you as a coach, all you can do is just help them along the way.
Talent's there, coaching's there.
The talent is there, the coaching is there. The question is you got to put it to work. And they put in the work. And I liked how they said that they took a book, they took World War II book. And
used it as motivation.
They used it as motivation.
Nice. Mm-hmm. Well, definitely congratulations to everybody involved there. Baseball.
Very, very proud.
Baseball. You got an update?
The Dragons won a district title in baseball, knocked off Oxford 6-4. It was an interesting effort. The Dragons have 5-0 lead, almost blew it.
Ooh.
But you know, Brad Schenzer got 12 strikeouts and got a district title pitching.
12 Ks, huh?
Yeah, but I was surprised they beat Clarkson. They mercied Clarkson 10-0.
Really?
You know,
earlier in the year, huh?
Yeah, it was in the semifinals. I mean, now they're going to be in the regional against Stony Creek at 11 a.m. at Heartland, and the winner of the Adams Heartland district will take them on for the regional title.
You know,
What are
now
chances?
now baseball's got their hair bleached to blonde.
Uh-oh, back to that again, like 07, huh?
Remember 07,
Uh-huh.
yes. I think they can win regionals. I think that they can get by Stony Creek, and I think they can get by Heartland or Adams, whoever they play. I feel very confident this team can go back to Meadow Creek. It's not going to be easy.
Right.
Obviously, nothing in life is easy.
Sure.
But I feel very confident that this team's going to get back to Battle Creek. They're very well coached with Coach Ceramic. They've got the talent there. They got the hitting. They've got the pitching. They're going to be contenders for the next several years as well.
I read an article by Keith Dunlap saying about Heartland. I know they got two very good pitchers. One's a junior going to Michigan State, and then they got a senior pitcher who's very good. But the difference between the Kensington and the OAA is I think, a little bit more tougher than the KLAA, because if you looked at the competition, besides Plymouth that Heartland had to face, you know, they really haven't seen anybody. You know what I mean? Like, if you look at it, I think the Dragons are going to come out of that region. I don't think that it's going to be a classic defensive struggle with Orion and Heartland, because I think that you probably are going to see Deeg or Schenzer pitch. I think they're going to beat Stony Creek, but I think they're going to beat Heartland as well. I think I can see the Dragons moving on.
What if Adams wins?
If
Adams wins, they don't really have a true ace, but I don't. But
that'd be nice.
It'll be real nice, but I think I can see the Dragons coming out of this regional, even if it's at home for Heartland. You know, Heartland. Everybody's saying Heartland's got the home field advantage. You know,
Home advantage doesn't matter.
Home advantage doesn't matter in this regional. I think if Lake Orion, I think, is going to win it, and I think they can beat Heartland pretty bad.
Well, keep our fingers crossed, huh? Maybe we have 2 state champions in 1 year.
Maybe.
You never know.
Maybe.
Hey, the opposite of champions. Some real losers we gotta address here. Antonio? Uh-oh, hat's coming off. All right, glasses off. Oh, he's getting down to business. All right.
This year in Lake Orion, we experienced several things this year. We experienced great success in sports. We've experienced great successes in other things in life. But some things that I've noticed in the last several years, when I would go down to a football game, when I would go down to a basketball game, when I would go to, you know, even track events and certain things, I noticed the student body is not there. There's your diehard fans. Your diehard fans are not the problem. The problem is everybody else. They don't come to the games, they don't show up, they don't support you. What happened this year in football season, you had your fans still cheering like crazy when your team is down. That can't happen. Then you have a DJ. And then for basketball and volleyball, those same fans, they don't show up until a big thing happens, like if a regional championship or like if the team is winning something. I mean, what type of fan support is that? I mean, you come around when your team is winning. Why don't you stick with them through the end? I mean, that's so wrong of you to do that. And then also look at it for baseball, it's the same thing. You come out, you know, you don't get as many fans. I'm not criticizing the diehard fans who go to these games.
You want to put 3 on this guy too?
I'm not going over to criticize the...
Okay. All right, good.
I'm not looking at the diehard. I'm looking at, you know, everybody else. I mean, even during a Special Olympic game, you guys had the audacity to boo. There was a certain few that booed a kid. For what reason? Did you ever boo during Special Olympics? Unbelievable. You guys, I know the class of 2012 was a very, very good class, and I wish them the very best graduating. Class of 2013, 14, 15, 16, beyond, get your acts together, show some respect, and also at the same time, come out to these events and cheer on your fellow peers, like your alumni do, like all your parents do. Just come out and support. I mean, that's so much to ask.
Good. Very nice.
Well, I'm going to call out.
Uh-oh.
There's two people I'm calling out. The first one, of course, from the D that deserves some criticism after a poor start. A lot of people are starting to bash poor Jim Leland. You know what? I'm on there now with Jim Leland. Jim Leland, where's the consistency? Where is it with your teams? In 06, we go to the World Series. 07, we don't make the playoffs. 08, we don't make the playoffs. Last time we made the playoffs was last year. If you look at it here, you've had some unfortunate circumstances. Injuries have been bugging you. A lot of people have been wanting their head to fire Leland. I personally said to fire Matt Millen a couple times. And I still think he needs to be fired. Thankfully, he's already been fired. But with Jim Leland,
you're living in the past,
I'm
man.
not going to say to fire you. Just clean up some things. You know what I mean? Clean up some things and don't waste your farm system. Like that. Jim Leland, I'm not going to say you're fired, but you're pretty much almost borderline.
He's on the watch list.
He's on the watch list,
oh,
yes.
Boy.
And then the next thing I'm going to call out, this guy finally had the audacity to tweet me.
What a big man, huh?
Yes.
Talk to you on the internet.
He still hasn't even gone into my show yet. Pat Caputo. Pat Caputo. I thought a minute there I wanted to call in. If I called in, you would have said, see me. Pat, I gave you every invitation to come to the show. I give you everything to think. Just come to the show. I know that, we could talk sports. You can talk, everything. I was your student. I understand it. You know what I mean? But we have a sort of difference in opinion, especially in other sports such as, I know we have it in hockey. I know we have it in basketball. I know, heck, we even have it in baseball. I don't know if you jumped out the Tigers bandwagon or not. But, Pat, I'm begging you. Come to the show and we'll talk. I'm waiting for that invitation. I know you haven't been handy with me. But, and I know you had an interview in a conversation on Twitter, and I respect that. But Pat, I'm begging you. Come to the show. I'm begging you. I'm begging you.
All right. Fair enough. I think somewhere Michelle Griswold and Pat Caputo are laughing.
They probably are.
I think they're sitting together. They're not coming on the show. They're scared. They're scared. That's why Pat talks to you only on the internet.
Yeah.
He's scared. He lives in his own little internet world.
Yeah.
And that's fine. That's fine.
That's true.
All right, guys. Very spirited show today. Enjoyed having you.
Thoughts?
Final thoughts, of course.
I'll go first. Congratulations, Lake Orion class of 2012, on graduating and joining the alumni family. Personal shout-outs of congratulations, Jacob Gardner, Kyle Wood, and others. Congratulations. That's all I can say.
Does that mean they won't be watching our show today?
Who knows?
Okay.
This year in sports has been a really crazy year. Volleyball's went to state finals, track winning a state championship, baseball still playing, it's been a crazy year. Hoping for some good things hanging in 2013 next year. A lot of people are starting to call Lake Orion the next Rockford, but I don't think that is the case.
Well, see what happens, okay? Yeah?
Oh, I forgot boys basketball into the state course.
That's all right. Okay, so next time we'll talk about things. Hopefully somebody will yell and it will be funny. See you next time here on Between Taorminas.